come live with me, and be my love, and we will some new pleasures prove of golden sands and crystal brooks, with silken lines and silver hooks. There will the river whispering run, warmed by thy eyes more than the sun, and there the enamour'd fish will stay, begging themselves they may betray. When thou wilt swim in that live bath, each fish, which every channel hath, will amorously to thee swim, gladder to catch thee than thou him. If thou, to be so seen, beest loth, by sun or moon thou darkenest both. And if myself have leave to see, I need not their light, having thee. Let others freeze with angling reeds, and cut their legs with shells and weeds, or treacherously poor fish beset, with strangling snare or windowy net. Let coarse bold hands from slimy nest the bedded fish in banks out-wrest, or curious traitors sleeve silk flies bewitch poor fishes' wandering eyes. For thee, thou needest no such deceit, for thou thyself art thine own bait. That fish that is not catched thereby, alas, is wiser far than I. Okay, hello, my name is Lucas, this is a bit of lit, and I have read for you John Donne's The Bait. This starts off as a sort of love poem, but I believe this kind of looks like a, well, it certainly feels to me like a religious poem, but I think it actually is in the form of maybe not a hymn, but a pastoral or something, just with the rhythm and the meter and these kind of things. But of course, let's try to go through it a little bit. The first stanza here, come live with me and be my love, and we will some new pleasures prove of golden sands and crystal brooks, with silken lines and silver hooks. I love that opening stanza. It really brings a really wonderful sense of comfort to me in some way. You get the idea that they're going to go fishing, right? This is a fisherman who is the fish and another fisherman, I suppose, going out with silken lines and silver hooks on crystal brooks, with golden sands. Maybe the pleasure is fish, or maybe it's religious, or maybe, sometimes it could be sexual. Depends on John Donne, but then we keep going. Second stanza, there will the river whispering run, warmed by thy eyes more than the sun. What has more power than the sun? God, I suppose. And there the enamored fish will stay, begging themselves they may betray. They will be attracted to this person naturally. When thou wilt swim in that alive bath, each fish which every channel hath will amorously to thee swim, gladder to catch thee than thou him. They're just so enthusiastic about meeting Jesus, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's kind of how I take it. Of course, the next stanza number 4, if thou, to be so seen, beest loth, by sun or moon thou darkenest both, and if myself have leave to see, I need not their light, having thee. And again, I think this sort of light, not motif, but light imagery here, sun or the moon, all these things, really powerful sort of images, aren't necessary because I have you. Let others freeze with angling reeds, and cut their legs with shells and weeds, or treacherously poor fish beset with strangling snare or windowy net. Some are gonna get caught up in the wrong things, I suppose. Let coarse bold hands from slimy nest the bedded fish in banks out-wrest, or curious traitors sleeve silk flies bewitch poor fish's wandering eyes. There are also going to be some sort of people going out of their way to be deceptive and seemingly cause some harm to these fish. However, for thee thou needest no such deceit, because he's not deceptive. For thou thyself art thine own bait. There's a very strong religious sense of a good faith Christian, I suppose, naturally coming to the Lord on their own. That fish that is not catched thereby, alas, is wiser far than I. I don't really know what to make of that. Perhaps there are those that are, maybe some kind of thinker, a philosopher, maybe, who has intellectualized his way out of Christianity and sort of has his own mindset. Maybe being far wiser far than the speaker is not necessarily a good thing, or maybe he's talking about, I don't really know. I don't know what to make of it. It's kind of a drastic change right there at the end. I'm guessing it's just someone who's just thought too much. Maybe not too much. It doesn't really seem like it's someone who's thought too much. Just someone who's really got a lot of strong. This sounds bad. I don't know. This sounds like against some people that are not very Christian, maybe, because they have filled their head with other ideas. That's the only thing I can think of. Possibly because they've been ensnared by some of these people with bold hands and strangling snares, windowy nets, and slimy nests, and so on and so forth. Or possibly there is some other explanation for this part that I don't understand. I don't know. Let me know. Thank you.